I guess you do. Well, here we are, guys. It has come down to this game number 9 on Sandstorm Miss in this IPL Fight Club. Whoever wins, of course, gets the $500 prize. And on the left side, in the teal, going back to his original color, maybe it's Lucky or something like that, it is Alternate Attacks Zaka. And on the right side of the map, in the red, from the team Dignitas, coming back and winning 4 games in a row to tie things up 4-4, it is Dignitas Show.
All right. Well, it all does come down to this. We've seen a lot of PVTs on this map here recently, so seems to be the map of choice actually for a lot of Protoss and Terran players in Team Arena Challenge.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a fairly balanced map. It really is. I mean, I feel like no race really has an advantage on it as far as TVP is concerned. 1-1-1, of course, is still pretty good on this map, but with the ramp going into the natural, that does give Protoss a few more options to defend it than they might normally have. Mm-hmm. And it's just so difficult for Show, I mean, to kind of make something like that work when you're not scouting at all. So I don't know. I still wish we would see him scout more often, more early, but he won't do it. This is the way he plays, and we just have to be happy with that.
All right.
I guess so.
Yes, be happy with that, everyone.
I'm just trying to be happy with it.
Okay, I can tell you're exuding happiness right now.
Oh yeah, totally exuding.
Yes, I don't know what that is. You're exuding, but you are exuding something.
Happiness.
All right. Well, Show already saving up quite a few SEVs, going for a 1-Rax gasless FE. His opponent getting that gas one more time, and we'll see, of course, if he wants to go ahead and just move right into the Nexus afterwards. Sometimes we have seen him go double gas and 1 gate sentry expand, but could decide to do something else altogether.
Yep, could just go for a planetary at his main, play very safe.
Planetary at the main. Planetary Fortress Rush.
You know, sometimes in mono battles, that may not be the worst idea ever. To just get a planetary in your main, if you're going up against an opponent that has
you get Medivacs or something like that?
Or just like, there's some people that, mono battles are fun if everyone goes random, but occasionally you get those teams like, I'm going to go Marine, Zergling, Void Ray or something. And
yeah.
You're like, oh, great, here we go. So, in that case, sometimes a planetary isn't so bad to start off with.
Probe escaping with 1 hit point.
Wow.
I don't actually know how it's working, but its little blue jets are scooting it along now.
That's right.
But back on Zaka's side of things, Nexus coming up. He was mining gas through the whole process, but didn't go up to a second gas. In fact, just mining with 2 harvesters, now going back to 3 whenever that Nexus comes up.
Yep, that's right. Wanted to get that up as fast as possible. Pretty common stuff to see Protoss players do that. Stop what they're doing and immediately get the Nexus up. And 2 more gateways right away from Show. So he is going to go up to 3 gates early on this time. That's a little bit different than what he was doing before. He's been going for a gas and a gate. Oh, there we go. 4 barracks. Okay, so he's just going to go for a very strong early bio army. Probably going to see 2 gases fairly soon after this as well.
Let's see here now out of Zaka. Is he going to go right to a robotics facility? Is he going to try hitting one of those strong gateway attacks again? I'd love for him, after 8 games where it was all gateway play, to just go for relatively quick Colossus and completely throw his opponent off guard.
It's a great map for it. It really
yes,
is. We saw Squirtle take down a lot of very good Terrans on this map at IPL 4 by doing exactly that, just going 2-base Colossus and hiding your Colossi until you get about 3 of them. Then you move out and win the game, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did that a couple of times. And we do have a robotics facility coming up, so that's part of the way. But we've seen Zaka do this before without going for a robotics facility attack, just going for another gateway attack and using the observers out of that robotics facility.
Yeah, that Stalker took a little bit of damage there, but it wasn't so bad. And, yeah, so it will be a fast 3rd gas from Zaka. So we could, it's possible. We could see some quick robos.
Well, Show is going to try and put on some pressure with all of these Marines. And, that's going to be picked up on, though, by Zaka. He's got to start backing these Stalkers away. He has to get one of them out of there. Man,
wow.
Loses it, unfortunately. He is doing some damage to these Marines, yes, but, man, it doesn't justify the loss of the Stalker. So now trying to back up. What is he going to make out of the Robo?
Well, I think in this case, it could still be an Observer, or he might just choose not to make anything out of it. and just get some more gateway units. Wow, he takes out the sentry too. And with the reinforcements, this could certainly do a little bit of damage, killing off a couple probes even.
Wow, all right. So he has already killed a few probes, now 3 or 4 of them. Yeah. That continues to increase. Eventually, he is going to get picked off here, but still, he has done quite a bit of damage. 2 more gateways just about to finish up now as well.
Wow, very nicely done by Sho. Something Zaka was just totally not expecting at this point. He needs to keep his Marines together, though, to make this really effective. So a little bit of a misstep there. Oh, he does depower the Robo Bay.
Yeah, that's what he was going for there. He had a few Marines at the top and bottom going after that, taking out yet more probes. So, as we can see, he's killed 12 workers in this game.
Very nice early attack from Sho, actually. You can see when he was stutter-stepping there as well, he was actually target-firing down probes, and now deciding to go up to 4 gases and take his command center as well, just to kind of take advantage of the early lead that he's got now at this point in the game.
And Sho going to continue pushing back that that Stalker. There is an Immortal coming out, but way later than Zaka would have liked.
Well, I mean, at this point, Immortals aren't really going to be too helpful against Marines.
No.
And it's not even going to finish. I think that Pylon might die early enough.
Be so close.
Oh, it does get out barely in time.
Yep. And unfortunately, the Marines are going to have to run away. A couple more get picked off, but he does nab another Pylon for himself. So Sho continuing to reinforce, though he's got so many Marines out. He is finally working off of multiple gas, though, and that gas is actually starting to skyrocket, adding on a factory now. But of course, he because of the amount of damage he's done, hasn't invested in that many add-ons or anything along those lines.
You know, I almost wonder if he's planning on going tanks for this as well. That may have been a bit of a questionable attack. He does lose some Marines there for not a lot of gain on his end of things. But yeah, I wonder if... Okay, never mind. Probably not going to go for tanks if he is putting down 2 more barracks at this point. He's going up to a total of 6 with this.
And a Ghost Academy. Hello, early Ghost Academy. So,
interesting.
He's got his 3rd base finished up. You know, doesn't have as many workers as I would have anticipated at this stage of the game. Finally has him queued up on one orbital command. And there we go, starting to produce them on the other as well. But... Well, oh, go ahead.
I'm kind of surprised that he's actually going for the Ghost Academy. He saw the Robo Bay, so it would make more sense, I would think, to go for Medivacs instead, so he would have the ability to produce Vikings in case there were Colossi, which of course there will be. We know Ghosts don't work too well against Colossi, so he's going to have to concentrate on DPSing down the gateway units quickly enough that he can then take out the Colossus in the back.
And even though Zaka has taken quite a bit of damage in this game, I mean, think what his economy would look like if he was at 54 workers rather than 42.
Be a little bit better.
Yes. You know, he is moving into Colossi. I'm happy to see this. I think this is going to be effective. Sho already with winning the production war game, though.
Wow, yeah, no kidding. Almost halfway across the map there. And he is getting a starport now, so yeah, he will be getting some medevacs. Just a little bit later, wanted to get a couple ghosts out, I think, to get the energy rolling on those.
Yep, he does have 4 tech labs, as a matter of fact, so he's producing 2 ghosts for now, and will eventually have that starport up as well. So yeah, should be able to move into medevac production here very quickly.
Yep, and this is a really tight build, actually, from Sho. I mean, his money is lining up just kind of exactly how it should, too. It's very cool to see this done like the way he's doing it.
And Zaka, though, he does have his 2nd Colossus just about to pop up, and he may decide to launch an attack behind 3 Colossi or something along those lines.
Well, it's kind of what we've been seeing on this map, or he could just decide to go with 1. He does know that his opponent was techless for a while. He just had a lot of unupgraded Marines, so that is a good kind of indicator that it might be better to move out with an early Colossus.
And he moves his Colossi to the back, so Sho does not pick up on the Colossi moving out.
That's smart, yeah.
Very well done, Zaka.
All right, so Sho's getting ready for an attack, which he might not know contains a Colossus.
That is true, and these are all, oh man, just 3 Marauders out on the field. These Marines will die very quickly to 2 Colossi, as it looks like the second one is reinforcing now, although it did get picked up. I see a torched Marine body there, so the Colossi are revealed. The units are split up. Here it comes. 2 Colossi starting to go to work on the bunker. Units not making their way out quite yet. That bunker getting very, very low, starting to get repaired up, though, finally, but it looks like it will fall.
Yep, does go down, and how aggressive will Zaka be with this? He's moving in with the Colossi, but that's a nice concave that Sho potentially has here. He needs to be very careful.
Oh, very well done with the force fields on the right-hand side. He can start taking out the units on the left there. The Colossi have taken some EMPs, but they haven't taken too much damage quite yet. And he has been able to neutralize quite a bit of the attacking force from Sho. Sho actually floating his third command center over to the Island.
Oh, the Colossi are out of position. That's dangerous, and he does lose one because of it, but luckily another one comes to take its place. But the Gateway units all getting killed so quickly by Sho.
Yeah, no kidding. Getting slaughtered almost.
This is not working very well. It's working exactly how Sho intends it, but Zaka is in a very, very hard position right now.
All right. Well, looks like Zaka going to try and make his way back in one more time. And here come the units once again for Sho. The Zealots finally making their way forward, but now there's Vikings overhead as well, and Sho is crushing through this force.
Yeah, no kidding. Absolutely destroying Zaka. He's also taking the upper left island, putting that funny-looking clown nose thing on it.
Oh,
and
wow.
That is going to be about it. I mean, Sho's going to have a very hard time coming back after losing 3 Colossi like that, losing all of his Gateway units. The advantage, the one thing that Zaka does have going for him is that all the units are very, very low health, and the medevac has no energy to fix that right now.
Sure, of course. But
but those two.
Taking a look at things now, yeah, more medevacs starting to show up, but Zaka trying to go ahead with that Colossus production, but very soon his opponent is just going to be able to way outproduce him, especially with triple mules on the island now. That income rate is way, way better.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, the supply discrepancy is going to continue to kind of increase between Sho and Zaka. And, yeah, I mean, he's got 2 Vikings. He's got plenty of vision on the high ground. He's healed up a lot of those units. It's going to be very difficult for Zaka to hold off. Oh, amazing EMPs.
Very well done.
Wow.
Here comes Sho. Sho, who was down 4 games to nothing. Is he going to rally back and take 5 in a row? Another Colossus pops out. Is it going to save Zaka, though? It is pretty high in health. Sho getting pushed back, but look at the economic damage he's doing. He's now over twice the supply of his opponent. The Colossus is going to fall. Nothing left for Zaka. Zaka wins 5 games in a row. I'm sorry, Sho wins 5 games in a row. He defeats Zaka in Fight Club. What an amazing comeback.